Hello and welcome to eKairos. During this video, we are going to take a look at the robust yet easy to use appointment scheduler. The CenterPiece Scheduler has been designed to be a type of command center, allowing you to track all appointments at your center, including specific details for each appointment, as well as the overall office schedule. Within the scheduler, you can assign resources to appointments, which protects against resources being double booked. You have the ability to send out secure SMS text messages reminding clients about upcoming appointments, and you can also view the status of the electronic intake and consent forms that you send to clients prior to or during their check-in. So let's go ahead and take a look. Notice that I'm looking at the day view of the scheduler for the Dallas location on Monday, March 9th. My schedule begins at 9 a.m. and if I scroll down, you can see that the office closes at 5 p.m. You can tell this because my schedule is grayed out after 5 o'clock. Here on the day view, I have the ability to view my appointments by time slots, or if I click here, I can view my scheduler in list format. I can easily change the day I'm looking at by clicking on these arrows, or I can select to view my scheduler by week or by month. I'll scroll down to Monday, March 9th, and I'll also close this task pane to give me a little more viewable space. And notice that in all of these views, I can send secure SMS text messages to remind clients of upcoming appointments. In addition, I can see the confirmation code that is texted back. This will help me to see, at a glance, confirmed appointments. Sending out appointment reminders is very easy. I'm going to scroll down to Friday, and you can see that I haven't sent out any reminders for Friday. All I need to do is click on the appointment reminder icon right here. I'll make sure that my desired recipients are selected, and then I'll click Send Reminders. I'll confirm that I want to send them, and that's it. My text reminders were sent out, and you can see the confirmation that I sent those right here. I'm going to scroll back up to Monday, and I'll scroll over a little bit and notice that you can also see the status of the electronic intake forms that are sent out to clients prior to their visit or at the time of their arrival. Notice that I have two with a status of sent, which means that the forms have been sent, but they have not been filled out and returned. And then I have two with a status of returned, showing me that the forms were filled out and returned, but I still need to process the forms. And then right here I have one with a status of processed, and that means that the client has sent back the forms and I've already processed them. The mobile intake forms are managed here in the mobile intake section, but again, because the scheduler has been designed to be a type of command center, you can see the status of your appointments, text reminders, and the mobile intake forms. To learn more about mobile intake, please take a look at the different mobile intake videos available on the eKairos website or in the online training center. Now moving on, another very useful view is the resource view that allows you to see available resources and time slots on one easy page, making it easy to schedule resources and not overbook. And we'll be talking more about the resource view in a subsequent video. Next, notice this last button right here that allows you to search your appointments for all locations. I'm going to click on the search button and you can see that you can type in a portion of the client's last name or even a portion of their first name, and you can see all of their upcoming appointments, past appointments, or all of the appointments together. And again, this will display matches across all center locations. So let's take a quick example and say that I have an example client, Carol Goodwin, that calls our center and says that she knows she booked an appointment for next week, but she can't remember what day. I'm going to simply enter in a few letters of her last name. I'll leave the drop down set at upcoming because I'm only interested in seeing her upcoming appointments. And then I'll click search. I can see that her next appointment is on March 18th at 9 a.m. at the Dallas location. I can also see that she's already confirmed her appointment. I'll scroll over a little bit and I can see that her electronic intake forms have been sent, but she has not filled them out yet. So I'll quickly remind her of that information, and that's it. Okay, so let's go back to the day view, and I'm going to expand the task pane again so you can see that there are several tasks for the scheduler, such as creating appointments, editing your resource list, editing categories, and so on. In addition, you have the ability to integrate with regional and national call centers such as OptionLine and Options United to have your after-hours appointments automatically downloaded into your CenterPiece scheduler. You can also integrate the PlusLink plugin with your center's website and allow clients to self-schedule appointments online. For more information on the PlusLink plugin for your website, please visit pluslink.ekairos.com. And for more information on integrating with national and regional call centers, please watch the call center integration video. Next, the Quick Reports section gives you fast access to scheduler reports such as appointments by staff. Okay, so we also have this daily note section right here that will allow you to enter a note for everyone to see while they're booking appointments. For example, I'm going to enter a quick note saying, "Please remember that the nurse is out Friday, so don't schedule ultrasounds on Friday." This will be a quick reminder for whomever is scheduling appointments. Okay, so moving along, booking an appointment is very easy. Simply click on the desired time and the appointment form will open. You can start by searching for the client's file right here. If the client doesn't have a file, you can click on the ellipsis button and enter it here. Once selected, it will default to the subject line of the appointment. If you don't want to create a client file just yet, you can leave this blank and simply type in the client's name into the subject field. I'll move down the form, and next I'm going to select the staff or volunteer to assign the appointment to. I'll select a category or type of appointment, and then I'm going to enter in any comments. For this one, I'm just going to enter in the LMP. If the client consents to receiving text message reminders, you can enter in their mobile phone number and click on the consent box. This client's information was pulled over from her client file, so I don't need to do anything right here. Next, I'll select a resource for this appointment, and then I'll click Save and Close. Notice my appointment right here. I can hover over the comments bubble and read the appointment comments, and if I hover right here, I can see the appointment category. Also notice right here that the appointment has not been checked in. To check a client in once they show up, simply click on the appointment form. Change the status to Show, and then click Save and Close. The client has been checked in and the status of the appointment has been updated to Show. Okay, now before we close, I want to quickly take a look at the Analytics section of CenterPiece to show you how you can use this appointment data to see and analyze different trends at your center. To do that, I'll click on Client and then on Statistics. Next, I'm going to click to open the appointment statistics. Now I'm going to go ahead and change the date to 2019 so we get a full year's worth of data. Next, notice all of the different demographics that I can analyze right here. So let's take a quick example and say that I want to see 2019 appointments broken out by category. I'll select Category as my demographic and then click Run Report. My results are displayed and you can see that I had a total of 535 appointments for the year. 167 were pregnancy tests, 89 had an unknown category, and 68 were for material support, and so on. Now keep in mind that this is demo data, so your appointments probably won't have as many in the unknown category. Also, notice that I can click on any of these numbers in the report and be taken to a list of clients that make up this number. Now let's say that in addition to seeing the different appointment categories, I also want to see the check-in status for each of these. To view that information, I'll simply select Status as my second demographic, and you can see each category now broken out by status. For this one, I'm going to scroll down and let's take a look at the pregnancy tests right here. You can see that we've had a total of 167 appointments for pregnancy tests, and of those 167, 86 were shows, 37 were no-shows, 21 were rescheduled, 12 were not checked in, and 11 canceled. So again, this is demo data, but if this were real data, I'd know that I needed to talk to the front desk receptionist about making sure that we always set the status of appointments to show, no-show, rescheduled, or canceled. That way we don't have so many appointments with an unknown check-in status. And again, I can click on any of these numbers to drill down and see the individual appointments that make up this number. Now let's flip this example, and let's say that instead of seeing the categories broken out by status, I now want to see all of the different appointment statuses broken out by category. To do this, I'm going to simply switch my demographic measures right here, and then I'll click Run Report. And now let's say that I want to take a look at my canceled appointments. I'm going to scroll down and I can see right here that the majority of appointments that are canceled were for pregnancy test appointments. And the same is true for my no-show appointments. Okay, so I just wanted to show you that really quickly, because not only does the CenterPiece Scheduler provide you the capability of managing all of your center's scheduling needs, but the CenterPiece statistics and reports allow you to analyze and validate your data, providing you with important information. Call today for a free demonstration of the CenterPiece software to learn more. Thanks for your time.